Yes, I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And I'm Kay Kurd.
This is Ain't Got a Clue.
This is the podcast where we answer quiz questions to improve your general knowledge, because what happened was myself and Marcus realised we were terrible at general knowledge questions.
Yeah, we were getting that sound effect a lot.
When did you come to that realisation?
I came to the realisation at about the age of 12 when I was doing regular school quizzes and not doing very well. And throughout life, I've consistently been the gentleman who's trying to like guess questions under his breath. Like I'll watch the chase and I'll be like 7, 11, Croatia. And I'll always be like, I'll never get it right. I'll never get it right.
Well, you see, I'm glad you were a bit more humble about it. See, I was that guy that just thought, oh yeah, I'm great at general knowledge. And I went on a couple TV shows and then it all went downhill. So thank you, Richard Osman, for for making me realise I'm absolutely dunce in this place.
Have you got an example of this, like of a TV show?
I was on Richard Osman's House of Games, and I swear to you, I think I answered Iron Appa for 3 questions in a row. So, like, what was the Greek god of something? Iron Appa. So there you are, Marcus. That is it.
Was Iron Appa the Greek god of anything, actually?
Probably partying. I don't know.
The Greek god of Oli 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 Oi Oi Oi. That's what it is.
The Greek god of the fishbowl. Like,
could you imagine being the god of package holidays?
Yeah. So, there's a big Thomas Cook logo on your head or something. Anyway, right, so do you have a question for me today?
I do have a question for you today. So yeah, the format of the show is very simple. Here's how it works. I'm going to hit you with a question, Kay. I'm going to give you the answer, and to make sure you remember it, I'm going to embellish you with some more information, because nobody's going to remember it, including you, the listener, if we just go, that's the answer, and then the episode.
It'll be
Am I
a
right?
very short podcast as well, to be fair.
Should we try that, actually?
It'll be a voice note.
A Coke Zero version of the podcast.
That'll be a voice note. It'll be a voice note. It won't even be a reel. It won't even be a TikTok. It will literally be a voice note.
How would that sound?
How much? I don't know. What, give me a question.
How many pennies in a pound?
100. There you go.
Boom. Done. Yeah, I get it, mate. Makes sense.
That was Ain't Got a Clue, ladies.
Yeah, cool. See you next week. Bye.
That's the voice note version. If you do want to get the voice note version, add us on WhatsApp 075. I was about to get my real number.
That out.
You know when you're trying to think of a fake number, but then you're just like, it's like muscle memory. You just start going. Anyway, right. So what's the question for today, bro?
So today's question is, how many brains does an octopus have?
I ain't got a clue.
Do you want to give it a little guess before we crack on?
Right. So octopuses have 8. They're tentacles, right?
8 arms.
They're not arms, bro. They're tentacles.
We're going to refer to them as arms in today's episode. Let's not disrespect them.
Nah, man, they ain't arms, bruv. They're not arms.
Call them what you want.
They're tentacles with like them little suction pads on, right?
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
So if you've got 8 of those, and you've asked me how much brains they have, it's going to be more than 1, because you wouldn't ask how much brains they have. So if they got 8 arms, right, I'm going to try and create a formula for this, right? And I know this sounds really weird, right? But we use, as humans, for example, what are we? We're mammals, right? Well, octopus.
We are mammals. They are not. They're not mammals.
They're not mammals, right? Okay, cool. So we've got 4 limbs with 1 brain. Times up by 2.
I see where you're going with this.
They got 8 limbs, essentially. Let's call them that. And I would suggest that they have 2 brains. So here's my thinking, right? 1 probably helps with like making decisions. And the other one helps with movement. Or 1 is just motor neuron. The other one is like memories and stuff. I'd want a brain that I could like dump information onto, like an external hard drive. So like if I could get like an SSD drive that I could just download, like, you know, all the embarrassing memories and stuff and like stresses and stuff, I could just download that and then just be like, yeah, just put that on a hard drive, fling that in a drawer somewhere.
Or if you forget someone's name, are you ever really bad at that? Like, you ever forget someone's name, but you really should know that person's name. Like, there's a guy that's in the studios here that I've seen for about a year, and he's always like, hey, Marcus. And I'm like, what's up, bro?
Oh my gosh, do you know, I hate that when you've been speaking to someone for so long. I do it at the gym a lot of the time, and someone remembers your name or whatever, and then you've been speaking to them for about 1.5 years, and you don't know how to get around going, what's your name?
Yeah,
like, because
yeah.
it's just like, at that point it's mad awkward, and it's just like, I've found ways around it though. I'll ask for their number and go, bro, what should I save you as?
Just my name. Just say me as my name, K. I mean, the ultimate counteraction.
No, I just put it in. I was like, just put all your information in, please.
Yeah. That's a smart one. I like that.
But yeah, 2 brains. I'd love to have 2 brains. I don't think any more than that. Where would you put it as a human? There's no way I could put it. Octopuses, they got that big ass head. Massive.
We'll get into it in a moment. Their brain's quite funny shaped as well in the head as well. I said brains.
All right, bruv. I don't know, man. Tell me the answer, man.
They have 9 brains, bro.
9?
They have 9 brains. And we will get into why in a minute. In fact, to be fair, okay, researching octopuses, the more I kind of read around them, the weirder they fucking seem to me. They are actual aliens in the water.
Do you know, you need to put that meme where it's like, what?
What?
I never knew that.
I never knew that.
Aliens in the water. But this is what I always say this, right? I really think because the ocean is so untapped and there's so little we know about it, like the ocean is deep, man. And if you're saying they have 9 brains, there must be other animals or other creations or whatever that are in that ocean that are probably smarter than them, that have just realized if they go higher up, humans are going to do some madness to them. So they're like, you know what? Let's just lay low.
I would love to know if there was a couple of octopus-like creatures recording a podcast right now in the depths of the ocean saying, do you think these weird-ass humans know that we exist like this? In fact, yeah. Do you think that those weird-ass humans that try and dive down to like our little part of the ocean, if we go up there, they'll realise that we're around?
reckon because there's certain places there's way too much water pressure and it would kill us if we even just went down there. We'd explode or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah, man, it's interesting. There's like some octopuses are probably like, in chess where you've got pawns.
Yeah.
They might be like the pawns to the actual real generals down there.
You know what? I think after I talk to you today, bruv, and tell you all about octopuses, you're going to really... I don't know, bruv. I don't feel like I'm going to be swayed away.
Don't you call them octopi?
Octopus is a word with Greek origins. So logically, its plural form should be octopodes. That's what we should be saying. But because here in the UK, we like to basically mash up English how we want, I went on Merriam-Webster to double check it. And apparently, the plural should be octopuses. Okay? So if anybody tries to tell you it's octopi, or octopodes, or octopi, they're wrong, bruv. It's octopuses. So what I'm going to give you today is 8 facts about the octopus, 1 for each of their arms, legs, tentacles, whatever you want to call them, to help you remember that they actually have 8 brains in their body and 1 in their head. But first, Kay, when I first say the word octopus to you, what comes to mind?
Mainly the number 8, because the amount of tentacles they have.
Nice.
And the number 8 means eternity. And I think octopuses have been here. I reckon octopuses have been here longer than a lot of things. I reckon the octopuses have just been looking at dinosaurs and going, "Right, you men are gone." Do you know what? I look at octopuses, yeah, and I'm like, you're a bit useless though. No, because they just they're mad jelly-like, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like they're. It's like, well, I'll beat you up, bruv. Like, what are you gonna do? Suck on my head, bruv?
They've got beaks, you know. I'm not even going to the facts. They've not got mouths. They've got like these weird beak things that like can gnaw away at you.
Do you not fundamentally think there's like a design flaw in the way that they were designed? Because you've got this massive head, 8 tentacles, and then where's this beak? Just in the middle.
It's like under their eyes, like in their head, like where all of the arms.
They have eyes.
Yeah, they have eyes. Oh, bro, they got eyes. But yeah, like where all of their tentacles conjoin in the middle, they've got a little beak that they can use to eat, so they can pull food right into their mouth.
With their tentacle. Yeah. Do you know what their tentacles remind me of, right? You know when, have you ever been to like Autoglass Repair, Autoglass or whatever?
Yeah.
You know when they like change your windscreen and they got them little suction pads that go onto like their glass, or like when you got a sat nav.
Yeah.
Back in the day, now you don't really use a sat nav, do you?
Yeah.
Use your phone. But when you use that thing to suck onto the window, that's what it reminds me of. Their tentacles.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much what they got, but they're a lot stronger. Anyway, let's get into some facts about octopuses. Number 8. They are properly smart. So it's a well-known fact that octopuses have 8 arms, but did you know that each of their arms, Kay, contains a mini brain? So that's where the 9 brains comes from.
So one in the head and one in each tentacle.
Yeah, that's right. 100%. So this arrangement...
That ain't a real heart, bruv. I mean, sorry, that ain't a real brain.
Bruv, it enables them to complete tasks, independently. So their arm can go off and it can taste, touch and move independently with the brain. Could you imagine could you imagine if you could do that with your own body? Could you imagine if your legs and your arms had separate brains? What kind of things would you do with them?
I don't know, because I've never experienced that. That's like asking if you had wheels on you, how would you feel? I don't know.
I would wheel downhill, bro. If my
grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
I'd love to send my arms to the gym. I'd love to send my legs to do some squats while I chilled at home, bro. 100%.
Yeah, but you would still feel they're still attached to you. It's not like they walk away.
I'll put on Netflix, I'll pop something on and I'll be watching it while my arms are just working out for me, bruv. I would love to do that.
You've got, because they're still connected, so they still know what's going on. They're still going to be tired.
They can feel everything, but their arms can move independently from themselves. But they can have top-down control. So there's centralized brain control when they need to. But if they're not, their arms, their mini brains.
So
can
what
go
you're
off and do
saying
stuff.
is your arms are basically like some toddlers going, "No, I want to move this way," and then the big brain goes, "No." The big brain goes, Oscar, what are you doing, Oscar? Can you stop moving around? Stop flapping, Oscar. All right, come back here. Now, what do you do? Why did you do that? When Daddy says no, you don't. You okay? Right.
Okay, Dad.
I don't want to be doing it. Do you see what I'm coming from? I don't want to be doing that with my.
You don't want to police your own arms.
What? So what? You're out. Suddenly, your arm just ends up groping someone, and now you're in trouble.
You imagine that, like, babe, look. I know you think it was me, but it wasn't. It was my arm break.
Because your arm hasn't matured.
He's a bit of a pervert. He's a bit of a pervert. My arm break. When he's had a drink, we all know what Lefty's like. You know what I mean?
But do you see where I'm coming from? Like your arm has got a mind of its own, so now it's getting me in trouble, and it might not have matured at the same rate as my big brain.
Yeah.
So now, my thing's just going around, my arm's just going around grabbing people in inappropriate places.
Yeah.
Or it's trying to play a practical joke on me and goes, grab his dick. Grab his dick.
You're trying to talk to someone you fancy, like,
no, hey. Grab his dick, bruv. It's banter. Yeah. Just do it.
Okay, part of this job interview really requires you to focus on the conversation that we're having. Do you mind just removing your hands from your crotch, please? All 6 of them.
Just no, I'm just saying, like, you're playing with your friends and it ends up grabbing his balls. Like,
how awkward would that be?
Just like, oh yeah, mate, do you want another game of FIFA? Do you know what I mean? It's just,
or one of your arms is attracted to your mate, but so your arm's single, but you're taken. Oh, mate, that's mental.
This is like, that will get you in all sorts of trouble. Or what about if you want to go on the run and your legs are like,
Nah.
Come on.
Like a toddler who's like, no, come on, man, what can I do for you?
Nah, bruv, I just want to chill, bruv.
Like, come on, man, legs, like, allow it, man. We've been chilling all day. You're not.
Look, bruv, you ain't feeling what I'm feeling, innit? Right? Listen, man. You look. Matter of fact, bruv, I'm tired of this, bruv. You got a car, and these times you're using me to go everywhere, bruv. We went Sainsbury's. We went to. Why'd you go to 2 separate supermarkets, bro? Why'd you do that?
Yeah, and you're just there, like,
your legs are getting emotional.
You're there explaining to your legs why you have to go on a run. Like, but nah, because like I'm putting on a bit.
I don't care, bruv. I don't care. I work overtime. Why are your arms doing it, bruv? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me. Look me in the toe. Why don't you go on a handstand? Go on a handstand, me a pedicure for 6 months, bruv. We're putting socks on me that are old and that, bruv. Sick of you walking all over me. But look, man, I don't like socks. You don't wear gloves all the time. Why are you wearing socks all the time, just covering me up, bruv? Wait, are you ashamed of me? Are you ashamed of me?
Just random arguments with your limbs, bruv. I got no, man. That would be
crazy.
A stressful life. That would be a stressful life. Imagine. I mean, listen. I was going to say something else, but that's already got a mind of its own.
So are you saying us guys have got two brains? Okay.
We've already got mini brain. Better, legs.
Get your cock out. Anyway, in terms of actual brain mass, octopuses have as many neurons as a dog. So if you kind of wanted to work out, if you were to weigh all their brain, it's 2/3 of it is in their arms, and the rest of it is in their donut-shaped brain, which is wrapped around the esophagus, located in the octopus's head.
Well, it just goes to show. I mean, if intelligence was all that mattered, that myth has now been dispelled.
Yeah,
because they ain't as cute as dogs.
They ain't as cute
There
as
ain't no
dogs.
Instagram page about dogs and that.
Cute octopuses. No, apart from octopus energy. But luckily they only live 3 to 5 years, and that's because some researchers believe that if they lived longer and they had longer lifespans, they would have been the dominant intelligence on Earth, which you kind of alluded to at the start of the podcast, mate. to be honest.
Bro, listen, if you got 9 brains, right, you better be making use of them. That's what I'm saying.
I would love 9 brains.
Whenever you get an Apple keynote or something,
Right, now here is a new MacBook Pro, and I am pleased to announce it now comes with 5 processors. It's a quin-core. It's a quin-core processor. Oh my God, yay. Well,
Apple, big news coming out of Cupertino right now at the Apple keynote. They have unleashed the first ever quin-core processor for their new MacBook Pro. It is going off in Cupertino with projections for sales going in at 2 million units per month. There you go.
Apple out here killing it, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you had a computer with 5, I mean, I'm just making it up. Like, I'm a quin-core. Is that
Quin-core? Syn-core? That's
that
fine.
a
I'll
thing?
go with that.
Is that a thing?
I'll go with it.
But it comes out with that. Like, that computer will be doing 3D modeling by itself, bruv. So if you're talking about 9 brains on an octopus, they're underachieving. They are the underachievers of the animal kingdom. That's why I'm going to put it out there.
So, Kay, you're like a disappointed father looking down.
No, so like if you're going to parents' evening, right, all the animals are there, like, okay, cool, giraffe, like how's giraffe been doing?
I think giraffe's been all right. Giraffe's had a. It's been a hard time. Obviously, it's with the trees. They've been. It's autumn, so there's nothing for them to eat. So they haven't had a sort of a time to adapt.
Yeah.
Lions, he's a bit aggressive, but he's doing his thing.
Octopus,
I've put not achieving expectations.
why have you done that?
Well, if we're being honest, if we're being quite frank, we had high hopes for Octopus. We thought Octopus would be a straight A student. However, he's showing he's just chatting. He's groping other students randomly.
Yeah, well, we tried to address that at school, in primary school, but he just seemed to arms always had a mind of their own. You know what kids are like. Kids will be kids though, right?
Well, for somebody as advanced as he should be, he's falling really far behind in everything that he's doing at the moment. In English, for example, he only says the word October.
Oh, okay. I mean, has he not shown you that trick where he can write with all 8 of his arms though? I mean, he can write the word October.
He did that in reception.
So that's good. That's a good point actually. They're underachievers. How can you have 9 brains?
You're doing 9 brains and you can't even beat up a lion. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Number 7. They can use tools. Tools, though, is relatively rare in the animal kingdom, or tool use by animals is very rare. Something we tend to associate with apes, monkeys, dolphins, and some birds like crows and parrots. So it's a good indicator that something's clever and can learn. Octopuses and a few insects are known to use tools, right? Check this though. Some octopus actually use tentacles from the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish as weapons. They carry bits of jellyfish stingers around and use them as weapons because
Hey man, why are you
they're immune to
me?
the stings. They're immune to the stings.
What, so they only use the Portuguese ones as well?
Yeah, so they go to Portuguese man-of-war. Yeah.
Portuguese. To the mine. Why are you holding me?
Oh, sorry, mate. My arm has a mind of its own. It just, you saw your stinger. Can I borrow a stinger for you, please, bruv?
I think it was Steve Jobs that said it. I mean, I think it was, but it was in a movie, Steve Jobs, so I don't know how accurate it was, right? But the normal human isn't the most powerful human on Earth, right?
Right.
The normal human on a bicycle is now the most powerful animal on Earth.
I'm with you.
Right?
All right.
So, again, I'm gonna have to say they're not achieving expectations, man, because all this time you've been on Earth, and the only tool you've developed is just grabbing another jellyfish hostage. Nah, man, you're failing. 9 brains, and that's all you came up with, and what? Collecting a bit of stones, bro. Do you know when we were in the Stone Age, bruv? We created Stonehenge, and now we look at that like it's a joke, bruv. Like, and you lot are still on that. Get out of here.
I feel like if Octopus are hearing this right now, they're like, K is dissing us, bruv. We can't wait till we come and overarch on the human race and take over.
Either listen, either Octopus act dumb in front of us when they see the cameras in it and they're like, oh man, these guys again, bro.
Okay,
they see Attenborough and they're like, oh, this fucking guy.
Wait, look, lads, don't do anything, because if you do anything, he's going to be here for fucking months, bruv.
Hey guys, just act stupid, right? Just act stupid, right?
Hey, look, there's a Portuguese God of War. Let's just grab one of those tentacles and just fling it around with it.
Hey man, not this again.
I thought last time was the last time. Look, man, they got the cameras out again, man. Just shush. Oh, sorry. I reckon. Look, man. If you had 9 brains and you were as smart as you should be, right? You're running the underground kingdom, right? You're running the water. You're running the oceans, right?
Yeah.
You really wouldn't want to know who's the biggest threat to you, humans. You really wouldn't want them to know your secrets. I reckon there's one massive octopus in there, right? They're using dolphins as their army. And they've told the dolphins, right? They've told the dolphins, you act cute, right? If they get a beach ball, you fucking headbutt that beach ball, right? Like you love it, right?
Cool. But you know that, like, deep down, like, I'm actually one of the worst fish in the ocean. Just
that's
dolphins.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But you want me to be cute though, yeah? Because I kill people. I kill motherfuckers.
Nah, but
all right, cool.
Just be cute to them.
Okay,
You got that
cute,
nice
cool. You want me to do? Okay, cool. Yeah, wicked. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I reckon they got them as their army and whatever, and they're planning something, bruv. I reckon the octopus are planning something, bruv.
Kay said it. It's going to happen. That's a fact. Time for another fact as well. Number 6. They have the ability to recognize people and pick on them, Kay.
See, that's where I'm going, bruv. 100% they're playing dumb with us.
So they have large optic lobes, aka their eyes, and they are dedicated large optic lobes are dedicated specifically for their vision, right? So we know it's important to their lifestyles for them to see. A guy called John Elbett from the Natural History Museum said octopuses appear to be able to recognize individuals outside of their own species, including human faces. It's not unique behavior, but some mammals and crows can do it too, but it is rather unusual. I got some evidence to back this up as well.
That's jokes, because there's humans that can't do that.
But I'm like that. Does that happen to you? You're like,
you and Tyrone looking.
There's a guy called Mr. Midas who works. He's like a gaming journalist. Yeah. Every time we go to like a conference or something, people are like, "Hey, I just really good seeing you yesterday." I'm like, "Brother, I just arrived today." Oh, you must be the other.
You're the other one.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah.
The University of Otago in New Zealand, a captive octopus apparently took dislike to one of the members of staff. Every time they passed the tank, it squirted water across at them. What a fish
I have to ask, what colour was this?
Apparently, I'll have a look at it. The water was more of a creamy substance, they said. And it was,
Maybe they fancied How do they know it was dislike? Maybe they fancied him and that was their, hey man, look at what I can do.
You know what it was, isn't it? You splashed somebody.
Like, why'd you keep doing that, bro? Look, man, I've been trying to get to know them. Like a Helga from Hey Arnold vibe, innit? Like
Helga used to batter Hey Arnold, didn't it?
Football head and go,
Arnold, I love you.
Anyway, biologists at the Seattle Aquarium, they designed an experiment to test the recognition abilities of octopuses, right? Over the course of 2 weeks, one person fed the group regularly while another person poked them with a bristly stick for 2 weeks, right? At the end of the experiment, the octopuses behaved differently to the nice keeper than they did to the mean one. And it confirmed that the octopuses could distinguish faces because they wore the same uniform. They recognize, bruv. Real recognize real. There you go.
Well, I mean, you would recognize somebody poking you with a stick, bruv.
Too right I would. If you poke me every day for 2 weeks with a stick, I'd want to slap you so hard.
Yeah. Is there anybody you recognize that you don't like? Is maybe a shop you go into all the time or whatever and you go, oh, this is the good person? Or the Tesco Express I used to go to. I always used to see the same security guy. I'd be like, yo, I got an uncle. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah. I've got like the opposite of my big supermarket. Yeah. There's somebody. So imagine the checkouts.
They moved him from the small supermarket to the big Tesco.
One. That's how you know that's a big move.
He's happy now. Yeah. Like, there's more colleagues. Yeah.
I hear that. My supermarket, like there's like when you're going through the checkouts, boop, 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 there's always one person that I don't want to see or talk to, and that's because they talk so much it takes like twice as long to get my shopping through. Oh my gosh,
it was like the other day in Boots, guy was like, hello there sir, and today would you be requiring a bag? Bro, just be like, do you want a bag? Like all this. And I was like, no thanks, I'll just put them in my backpack.
Yeah.
How wonderful to have such an environmentally friendly and conscious customer. Like, bruv, you're doing too much.
Bruv, can you just give me my fucking diarrhea tablets and let me go home, please? I'm shitting my pants as we speak. Thank you very much.
I mean, you've insulted me twice now, but that's that's fine.
So yeah, they can recognise faces, bruv, which is it's kind of crazy, man. With all that smack you're talking about them, you better hope they don't recognise UK. Number 5, mating is flipping dangerous for octopuses, right? The male mates by inserting sperm into the female's body with one of their arms or tentacles, as you want to say it. One of their special arms has got a little device where they can basically drop off the sperm.
So what you're saying is octopuses are so advanced they managed to smash the patriarchy, but in the process now they're just getting rid of the males. Which, I mean, wouldn't be a bad plan.
Yeah, well, you know, there's ways you can look at it, Kay. But I think that's kind of mental because now I just realised they've got a brain connected to their...
Yeah, so do
Actually,
we.
have got that.
But I was imagine, right? If with humans, right? So the male dies when they have sex.
How it works is the female's often larger and hasn't eaten. So at any point during their coitus, the actual octopus that's female can eat the male as they're doing it at any point in their relationship. And that's how their relationship is. So, for example, a couple researchers were on a reef in Indonesia. After about 15 minutes, a nookie, the female, wrapped her arms around the male, took him to the cave and ate him. Another bunch of them in Micronesia.
Imagine, sorry, that was humans, right? And your partner found out you were cheating, right? And you came back, no, it's fine. She wore the lingerie you like, whatever. Bish bash, but before you know it, you're dying.
Imagine that though. That was just a human way. At any part of your courting with your other half, you could be eaten. So imagine that. How smug would you be?
Hey. I mean, when I'm courting, they can be eaten at any time.
Yeah, that's a relationship I'm talking about. Kay's got that spice in his life. You don't need no Kay and pepper in his relationship.
What's the question again? 9, I believe it was 9.
It was 9. It was 9 brains. Yeah, so any time during the mating process, they can be eaten. So another example is off the coast of Micronesia, a small male mated with a female 12 times. Listen, you not got ratings for octopus, but going 12 times back to back, better than anything I could do, bruv, even in my best years. During the 13th mating session, the female turned on him, strangled him, and dragged him back to her den to eat him again. I find this fascinating.
I mean, at least she had a free yard.
Do you want to come back to my place for something to eat?
Like, we can grab a bottle of wine or whatever. But hold on, they had sex already and then she took him home. 12
times, and on the 13th time...
Just out in the water?
Out in the water.
Mad.
No shame.
Bruv. Right, there's no... They didn't break any laws or anything.
No, it's perfectly legal in the sea. Do you know what's crazy? Could you imagine if we were being observed by other creatures? Imagine that you're in the privacy of your own home with your other half, getting down to some nookie, and then you just hear the door. And now we see the young human male inserting his penis into the female. He's looking at us, slightly annoyed by us being involved in the process, so we'll take a step back and be quiet.
I just think that's like, that's porn, essentially. So they come and watch the porn being filmed, and they're like, "Why these are the only animals on this planet that film a couple having sex, and then they rewatch that."
Okay.
So, in a sense, do you reckon porn is like a wildlife documentary?
Yeah, and at the same time, conversely, when we watch wildlife documentaries, what are we?
We're watching pornos.
Are we into bestiality, bro?
We're essentially like when they show I find it weird, like, because I'm still like I wouldn't be able to watch that sort of stuff in front of my parents, innit?
No.
Like you know, like normal sex scenes on TV or whatever.
That's bad enough.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so even when it's animals and stuff, I'm looking the other way, and then I'm like, why am I looking the other way? But then it's so ingrained within you, and you're like, oh yeah, well they're.
I think you're onto something, bruv. We're watching porn.
We're watching animal porn, bruv.
There's David Attenborough, the ultimate pervert in some ways, then, because he's seen the most amount of species multiple times.
Listen, right? In the wider sense, it is a bit weird if all you do is look at animals and go, oh yeah, and then touch a wilder female lion is touching the male lion in a very gentle sort of way, and
yeah. Notice how she bats away his first advances, but
Moving on to the rhinos. Oh, the hippos. Oh, what a big bat.
yeah, big batty hippos. Bruv, I think you're onto something there, you know. Multiple times this guy watches these
But the thing
things.
is, right, it just all depends on the music you play.
And here the rhino sees the female rhino. Apparently, she's got a leak. And he's here to fix it.
Imagine a lion trying to deliver a pizza or fix a washing machine.
Hey, I'm here to fix your leak.
Number 4. Life's not easy for octopus mums either. They literally give their lives for their young ones, right? In some octopus species, the females show parental care. They guard their eggs, right? Check this out though. The longest brooding period known for any animal was from an octopus. A deep sea octopus in Monterey Canyon, California was observed brooding her clutch of eggs for 53 months. That's nearly 4.5 years.
That's a World Cup. It's a World Cup cycle.
That's an Olympic cycle, that is.
Just over that, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, the researchers dived down there 18 times over those years, and they never saw the female leave her eggs or eat anything for 4 years. Not even like a crab that was going by. I didn't quickly grab it and go and eat it. And they saw the female fading away, losing weight. Her skin became pale, and the last time they came to see her, she was gone, and the eggs had hatched. So I just want to say, like, they might eat the male, and that might be a bit of a dread way out. But man, that's heavy.
Imagine after all that, she just had boys.
Oh, could you imagine the frustration?
You're not going to die anyway. Fucking idiots. First time you have sex, you're going to die anyway.
Number 3. Octopuses are full of venom, so they're not that harmless. You know what I mean, Kay?
I'm not even dignifying that with a response.
All octopuses contain venom. So the blue ring octopus, less than 20 centimeters long, has enough venom in it to kill as many as 26 humans in minutes. In fact, generally most octopuses are poisonous. Number 2. They prefer to crawl. They prefer to crawl rather than swim. When they're swimming, their heart that delivers blood to the organs, because they actually have 3 hearts. That was going to be the original fact that I came with, but I thought 9 brains was more fun. One of their hearts stops beating when they swim, so they prefer to crawl around.
Do you know what? Having 3 hearts would be so much more useful than having 9 brains.
How so?
You could do cardio and it won't matter.
Yes.
Like, just like, that's 1 heart in it. I got the other 2. I'm not even going to be that out of breath, bruv.
Yeah.
You're out of your mind, bruv. I'll run a triathlon. 1 heart for each exercise.
1 heart for each wife.
Not cycling. Yeah, Valentine's will be mad. I'm heartbroken. So you got 2 other hearts, bruv. Grow up.
Yeah, true, sir. Yeah. I'll just park that one in the back of my chest and keep it moving.
Yeah, but if you say you're in love, like, I love you with all 3 of my hearts. Oh, bro, you're gonna have some serious heartbreak. You think you're banging Ben and Jerry's now?
Oh,
3 hearts breaking in one.
1 heartbreak is hard enough.
You've been heartbroken.
Puppy love heartbroken. So like sad for the day, and then the next day like, okay, gonna go play football with the partner.
You've never cried in a car on your.
You know what?
On the way to work.
I've never, and I'd never want to. I don't want to take the mick out of someone, because we felt like we're opening a can of worms there. I never cried on the way to work, okay? In the car on the way to work.
Listen, I've cried in a Volkswagen Polo on the way to work, bro. Heartbreak is a mad thing.
Was it like, was rain hitting the window and you looked out of it like it was oh no,
I reckon I've got like seasonal depression or whatever it is. I know there's another word in between that, yeah. Seasonal affective, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I do. I think like the weather, and it was just like the heartbreak and everything, and you're just like, it just all culminated in one, and you just end up going and then your manager's like, Key, tonight we need to get 20 seals. Can you do that? And you're like, yeah.
Everything reminds you of your ex. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'd really love for you to build a relationship with the customers tonight, yeah? I want you to be their better half, all right, okay? Ride or die, okay?
That's just, oh my gosh, that's funny.
Mad. Anyway, number one. Their skin contains the same light-sensitive proteins present in their eyes, so they can sense and respond to light. For example, they can camouflage themselves without information from their eyes or brain. So, to put it simply, they can see by touching something. That's how they can camouflage themselves, as well as looking at it.
Oh, wow. They must, like, nightclubs must be mad in that world.
Oh, snap. Could you imagine that?
UV lights and all sorts, so they don't need them. It's like...
Yeah, seeing without any eyes as well. I'll be up for that, man.
Well, I mean, that must make their sex lives much more easier.
What? Because you can find yo.
Banner, boss. On towards the banner, boss.
They also can contort their skin and change the shape and thickness of their skin to blend in with their environment as well.
Mad.
It's kind of like, as men, there's only one part of our body that really can contract and expand and stuff. They can do that with their whole body, their skin all over the place.
So biceps, absolutely. Like if you've got decent biceps.
I thought you meant like eyebrows because I can raise my eyebrows. That's what I meant.
Yeah. You've got good eyebrows as well, man. This is a strong eyebrow podcast.
You know, I don't pluck my eyebrows, you know, bro. People think that I shape them. I don't at all. I'm just luckily.
I mean, in an alternative universe, this would be an eyebrow podcast. Hey guys, my name's K Curd.
Hey, I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And this is the Eyebrow Podcast. This is how to get your eyebrows shaped really well. The male grooming podcast that is #1 in all counties apart from Berkshire.
And before we crack on with today's podcast, I just want to say a big thank you to Brows R Us. Now, Brows R Us is an extensive brow company. If you'd like to get your brows done by Brows R Us, all you have to do is go to browsrus.com/Marcus and K's brows.
And you get 10% off microblading. So if you want that done. Why do I know what microblading is? Jeez.
What is microblading?
Let's not go into it.
Is it really small knives?
We'll go into that another time. But I'm not going to start discussing what microblading is.
I'm just curious.
On his
in a sentence.
All right. So basically, it's essentially trying to put like it's eyebrow shaping. So like they'll create this like stencil around where the eyebrows should be, and then they'll create these little holes in a person's skin, and then they'll put these new eyebrows in, and it just ends up being permanent.
They put holes in your skin and put new eyebrows in.
I think that's. I mean, that's what it looks like when I've been on these pages. I don't understand, but I've seen them like literally like create the new eyebrow. So like you see a lot of girls that never had eyebrows before, and all of a sudden now they got bushy eyebrows. You're like, a lot of it's just microblading.
I found it very amusing.
I don't know why we're talking about this on an Octopus podcast.
It doesn't matter, bro. I did like the craze where people were just shaving off their eyebrows and drawing them on because I found it very amusing.
Well, yeah,
when they were like wrongly placed. Yeah, I just found it really. I didn't say anything, but I just found it like, you know, when someone's one eyebrow was slightly raised or they look really surprised all the time.
We used to have that with all of our dinner ladies, but like this is. I'm being serious. All my dinner ladies at school had that.
They all look surprised.
Yeah, they're just like, get back to your room. It's now they do that. So like I've seen it done on Instagram. You can see where I spend most of my time, and like they create an outline with like black pencil, and then they go in, and then afterwards they get rid of the outline, and it's just hair, like fake hair.
So Kay, in summary, ain't got a clue. In this episode, the question was, how many brains does an octopus have?
It's 9.
There we go. 9.
Yeah. As the Germans would say for no.
There you go, 9. There you go. Also, if they live longer, they'll probably be making a podcast about how we only have one brain and they think that we're stupid as well because we only got 4 arms. Too.
Yeah, see, this is a thing, man.
4 arms? Sorry, 4 limbs.
They're massively underachieving species. Octopuses don't get that much respect from me at the moment.
I think what we'd like to finish with saying, Kay, is do better. You know, it's all cool having 8 arms, but do better. That is the noise they're making, it sucking onto things. Right, anyway, so this has been Ain't Got a Clue. I've been Marcus Bronzy.
And I've been K Curd.
Don't forget, if you would like to listen to another episode of this podcast, we've got a Patreon out there where we're actually dropping a ad-free episode every time we drop one for the public feed. So if you want to get some more of this, sign up there and listen to that. You can also check me on social media at Marcus Bronzy, MarcusBronzy. Where can we find you, Kate?
Everything is KAEKURD. I'm on every social media platform. I'm on TikTok and Triller as well.
He's fucking killing it on TikTok. I didn't know he's on Triller as well.
I'm on Triller.
TikTok, you're doing your job.
Verified on Triller as well.
Verified on Triller?
Yeah.
Oi, that Triller. Are you verified on MySpace too?
Do you know what? No. But I tried to see if I could get into it. I deleted my old MySpace. I've always been a bit tech savvy, so I've always like deleted profiles before I've like left them. Whereas a lot of people are logging back into their MySpace now going, oh, my password still works. I'm like, wow.
Forgot that password. I got it back and then just wiped the thing, man. Dead. Anyway, enough about MySpace and eyebrows. This has been Ain't Got a Clue. We'll see you next time. Bless.
Bye.